Welcome to our continued coverage of Learning Outcome 8E4, Human Impacts on Aquatic Systems. We are here specifically looking at the impacts of human water use. We're going to analyze human water uses and identify the nature and scope of impacts resulting from different uses, like pollution, industrial waste, agriculture and forestry, and so forth. Introduction. Water is one of the most important resources on Earth, and humans use it in many different ways. We need water for drinking, cooking, cleaning, farming, industry, and recreation. However, the ways we use water can have big impacts on the environment, especially on the quality and quantity of water in rivers, lakes, and underground sources. In this section or video, we will explore how human activities affect water systems, what kinds of pollutants can enter water from different uses, and how practices in agriculture and forestry can change stream flow and water quality. Human water uses. Humans use water for several main purposes. Domestic use. This includes water used in homes for drinking, bathing, washing clothes, flushing toilets, and watering gardens. Industrial use. Factories and businesses use water to make products, cool machinery, clean equipment, and process materials. Agricultural use. Farms use water to grow crops and raise animals. This is one of the largest uses of water worldwide. Forestry. Forest management sometimes involves using water for tree planting, fire control, and processing wood. Each of these uses can affect water systems in different ways. Pollutants from domestic and industrial use. When people use water at home, some of it becomes wastewater. Wastewater can contain soap, detergents, food scraps, and human waste. If this water is not properly treated before being released back into the environment, it can pollute rivers, lakes, and groundwater. Common pollutants from domestic sources include nutrients, such as nitrogen and phosphorus from soaps and detergents. Too many nutrients can cause algae to grow quickly, which can harm fish and other aquatic life. Pathogens. Bacteria and viruses from human waste can make water unsafe to drink or swim in. Chemicals. Cleaning products and medicines can also end up in water systems. Industrial activities can introduce even more types of pollutants, such as heavy metals. Factories may release metals like lead, mercury, and cadmium, which are toxic to humans and animals. Organic chemicals. These include solvents, oils, and pesticides used in manufacturing. Thermal pollution. Some industries use water to cool machinery and then release warm water into rivers, which can change the temperature of the water and harm aquatic life. When these pollutants enter groundwater or surface water, they can spread far from their source. Groundwater pollution is especially serious because it can be hard to clean up and may affect drinking water supplies for many years. The effects of agriculture on water systems. Agriculture is a major use of water, especially for irrigation. However, farming can also change the quality and flow of water in several ways. Fertilizers and pesticides. Farmers use fertilizers to help crops grow and pesticides to control pests. When it rains, these chemicals can wash off fields and enter streams and rivers. Fertilizers add extra nutrients to water, which can cause algae blooms. Pesticides can be toxic to fish, insects, and other wildlife. Sediment. Plowing fields and removing vegetation can cause soil to erode. When soil washes into streams, it makes the water cloudy and can smother fish eggs and aquatic plants. Water withdrawal. Irrigation takes water from rivers, lakes, or underground sources. If too much water is taken, streams can dry up, harming fish and other animals that live there. Effects of forestry practices. Forestry, or the management of forests, can also impact water systems. Clear cutting. When large areas of trees are cut down at once, the soil is left exposed. Rain can wash into streams, increasing sediment and making the water muddy. Stream flow changes. Trees help absorb rainwater and slow down runoff. Removing trees can cause water to flow more quickly into streams, leading to floods or changes in the stream shape. Chemicals. Sometimes chemicals are used to control weeds or pests in forests. These can also end up in water systems. The nature and scope of impacts. The impacts of human water use can be local or widespread. For example, pollution from a single factory might affect a nearby river, while agricultural runoff can impact entire watersheds. The scope of the impact depends on the amount of pollutant. More pollution usually means greater harm. The type of pollutant. Some chemicals are more dangerous than others. Location. Pollution in a small stream may have different effects than pollution in a large lake. Time. Some impacts happen quickly, while others build up over years. Scientists use measurements and mathematical models to study these impacts. For example, they might measure the concentration of nitrogen in a river. Capital C is for concentration. That's subscript N labels it as nitrogen. And they compare it to safe levels. That's the safe concentration. If the concentration of nitrogen is greater than the safe concentration, then the water is considered polluted. Conclusion. Human activities have a big influence on water systems. Domestic, industrial, agricultural, and forestry, all our uses can all introduce pollutants and change the flow of water. It is important to understand these impacts so that we can find ways to reduce pollution and protect our water resources. By using water wisely, treating wastewater, and managing land carefully, we can help keep our rivers, lakes, and groundwater clean and healthy for everyone. Checking for understanding. Which of the following is a common pollutant found in groundwater due to agricultural activities? Is it carbon dioxide, helium, nitrogen, or oxygen? Pause now if you need more time. Nitrogen is the pollutant that comes due to agricultural activities. What is one major impact of industrial water use on surface water systems? Decreased water temperature, increased oxygen levels, introduction of heavy metals, or reduction in water clarity? Pause now if you need more time. Introduction of heavy metals is the big one. How can forestry practices affect stream flow? By altering natural water pathways, by decreasing sediment levels, by increasing the flow rate, or by reducing water pollution? Pause now if you need more time. It is by altering natural water pathways. Which practice can lead to increased nutrient levels in water bodies, causing algal blooms? Is it agricultural runoff, forestry management, industrial discharge, or urban development? Pause now if you need more time. Agricultural runoff. What is a potential consequence of domestic water use on groundwater quality? Is it enhanced mineral content, improved water clarity, increased biodiversity, or the introduction of pathogens? Pause now if you need more time. The introduction of pathogens is the one that we have to be concerned about as we flush our waste into groundwater. If you have any questions or feedback, please leave them in the comments, and I will do my best to respond in a timely fashion.